Hey guys, sorry that I haven't been posting that much content. I've been taking a little break for the holiday season to start some big projects. Today we are going to continue our Python series though. It is going to use PyTrends, a Google Trends package for Python that uses their API to get data that we would need for our application, which is going to use keywords to display the top 5 results based off of Google Trends data. And so let's go ahead and get into this. Okay, so I'm going to start by opening an article that I wrote for this in Medium. I'll leave a link in the description. This is building a simple Python application with Google Trends. Now I'll leave a link in the description for the GitHub repository for this as well. This is a simple app utilizing PyTrends, which is a package in Python that takes advantage of the Google Trends API and gives you easy access in Python to that API's GET requests. And so it's just a really fun package. And so this is going to be a one class application, so very simple, good hands-on tutorial to get some real world knowledge of Python. So I have the GitHub repo copied over here. Later on we'll go over proper GitHub procedures, but for now I just copied it in and I copied those in. Now there is forking and all kinds of other things with GitHub branches and pull requests, but we'll go into that later. For now, just copy it just to keep it simple. In this video tutorial, we're gonna keep out the Excel part and we're just gonna print it to the console just to get the gist of the program by. And I think that it is important that you know that a lot of this is built with tkinter, and they use a lot of GUI type methods, and it's a GUI package really. So for Python, so that's how we're going to display our window, and we're going to put our buttons down and our user input for our application. And what our application is going to do is it'll take a keyword from that input and it will output Google Trends 5 top most popular keywords associated to that keyword. So let's go ahead and get into the code here. Now, if you just run this, you can see what it looks like. And this is all it looks like, and you can see its name, keyword application. There's an icon. You have your minimize, your exit, your input a keyword, and your input text block, and then your run report. So you could type in mountain, run it, and you can see what comes up. Now you got mountain biking, you got a cute cougar, and it gives you the type, which is kind of the category that Google Trends puts it into. So really cool application. Let's go ahead and look at the code to see how this works. So when you're first instantiating the class, you have your initialization function, which is going to just call a method within itself. So the self is referencing the class, so its own object, and so it is calling this function. And what this function is it just takes root, which is a TK object, and it gives it a geometry. So this is giving us like a back window kind of to put our application on. So it's saying that it's not resizable, and then it's giving you the title of the application, which is keyword application. And we saw that title right here. Now the icon is just loading this image right here that you loaded into the icon area of the TK Inkter root object. And you can see that right here with the icon photo method. So that is how you're doing that. And then you're adding in labels. So this is adding in an input keyword label, and it's packing it. So with TK Inkter, you can use multiple geometry type setting methods to kind of lay out how you want your application to look and how you want items inside of here to look and how you want them to kind of display and stack on top of each other. And pack just kind of puts them in there the easiest way possible, just right on top of each other. And there's other ways that you can do it that gets a little bit more granular and a little bit more, I would say, specific. But we're just going to use pack just because it's easy right now. And then you can see that the canvas takes this around here and gives us an actual backing. And so then you give an entry to which is this entry 1, and then you have this create a whole new window right here, and this creates this whole thing right here with the user input, the run report, and you can see the label packed right here onto the canvas. Okay, so this console printer method within the new window method. So remember, when this new window method's called, this will get called as well. And what this does is it takes X and X1 and which is really your entry right here. You see entry 1, and it uses a getter method to just get the information associated to that. And you see your canvas here, you're creating a new window, and basically that's just resizing it. And then you're using the patrons module right here, you're making a patrons request object, and then you're making your keyword search objects, you're putting your patrons object using the suggestions method with the parameter keywords equal to your X1, which is your entry. So that's where you're putting your entry into your patrons object and saying, hey, I want to get out with this getter method this entry, which is entry 1 right here. And so you, with this DF, you're using pandas to put that keyword search object from the patrons into a data frame. Then you're using the drop method to drop the mid column, and you are printing the data frame. After that, you add a button that says run report to the bottom, and you completely create the last canvas out, and you add the button 1 to the canvas. So then the root runs the main loop method, which just runs the entire thing at the very end. So remember, none of this is ran. A lot of this overrides itself, and none of this TK Inkter code is actually ran until it hits this root main loop method. Then that runs the whole thing. And then this down here just runs the entire class into an object. It just does a direct instantiation, not into a variable. So it should just run right when I run the application, which you see it does when I run the application. And if you type in a keyword, you get out river, you get out the results down here. So that is a basic application using a package that is utilizing an API to do get requests for data that you could utilize in any number of applications. Now this is just a basic implementation of this, and you could really take it a lot further, but it is still a fun little project to get your hands dirty and get you going with Python. So I think that it was definitely worth it. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I have a lot of updates to be dropping here soon, so stay tuned. I've been working on some pretty big things. I think that everybody will be happy to see them. So keep reading my articles, my podcasts, keep up with my Patreon that is going to be doing larger coding challenges in the future. So just to let you guys know, this is all just getting started and I'm kind of just building up the foundation. But I really do want to get into kind of these massive coding groups, or even just not massive, but maybe medium-sized coding groups where we could actually take on projects and not only help a lot of people learn, but help a lot of issues possibly, because we could take on a lot of proactive community issues. So let me know guys, and stay tuned. Remember to comment, subscribe if you like the video. Thank you for everything, and see you next time.